Hello students, today we will read the second chapter of English literature, that is New Medicine for Tom. As children, we all have been naughty sometimes. Tom's parents have died and he is brought up by his aunt, who is very fond of him. But she is also very strict with Tom, who is a naughty child. He always indulges in one mischief or the other. Let's find out what he does with the medicine meant to cure him. Tom was not feeling well. He could not sleep as he used to. He could not eat as much as he used to. He did not want to run away from school. Sometimes he did not want to play. He was troubled and sad. The boy is ill, Aunt Polly thought. I must give him some medicine. Aunt Polly was fond of all kinds of medicine. She had a lot of books on this subject. Her newest idea was this: when a boy was ill, he must bathe in cold water every day. And so, every morning, she made Tom stand outside in the yard. Then she threw ice cold water over him. After that, she wrapped him in a wet sheet and made him lie in bed. Tom did not get better. He got worse. Aunt Polly tried a new idea. She threw hot water over him instead. That did not help Tom either. At this time, Aunt Polly heard about a new medicine. It was called painkiller. It had the taste of fire. All the same, Aunt Polly made Tom drink it, 3 spoonfuls after each meal. Tom hated it. When his aunt was not looking, he quickly poured the medicine into a hole in the floor. Tom was busy doing this one day when the cat came in. Tom poured some of the medicine into the cat's eating bowl. At once, it jumped high into the air. It started dancing on its back legs. It rushed about the room, breaking everything in its path. It ran about as if it was mad. Tom laughed and laughed. It was a long time since he had laughed so heartily. Aunt Polly heard the noise and came rushing in. What's the matter? Tom could not speak, for he was laughing. At last, he pointed and said, Look at the cat. What's the matter with it? Have you been giving it that medicine? I don't know, said Tom, still laughing. Aunt Polly saw the bottle of painkiller, the spoon, and cat's eating bowl. She guessed the truth. Tom expected his aunt to be angry. To his surprise, she was only thoughtful. It's not a medicine for cats, she said. Perhaps it's not a good medicine for boys. You need not take any more of it, Tom. This was good news for Tom. He began to feel better. The story is about Tom and his aunt, who brought him up after his parents' death. Tom is a naughty child, and this time he has fallen ill. The story is about how his aunt takes care of him, and it describes that aunt is fond of medicines. She tries cold water to make him bath. Sometimes she experiments with the hot water, and still if he is not recovering, then she tried a painkiller. The painkiller was for Tom to get recovered, but Tom used to put this medicine in the eating bowl of a cat. When the cat had this painkiller, she started jumping in the air and started dancing on its back legs. After seeing this, Tom laughed and laughed heartily. Aunt Polly, when heard the noise, she came out and asked Tom whether he has given the medicine to cat or not. He said, I don't know, because he was a naughty child. Then she guessed the truth, and now Tom was expecting the aunt will get angry on him, but no, she did not get angry and also stopped giving him the painkillers. And now Tom began to feel better. Sometimes in kids, the illness is not about any kind of disease or infection or any sort of biological problems, but it is because of the isolation, or maybe if they are bored at home, sometimes they fall ill. They do not feel nice and they just try to get isolated. And at this point of time, they just need a ray of hope, a ray of happiness, or something exciting which can make them feel better. And this happens when you are a child. So there should be some of the other activities going on which can make children get indulged, get busy, so that they do not get the time to fall ill. And now you have to write down all the word meanings of this chapter, and you have to read the chapter very carefully, practice it, and in the next segment we will do the exercises of this chapter.